By a show of fingers, who's heard about this video prior to our playing it here? Show of fingers. Three of you have. It's Justin, Bruce, and Robert. And by a show of fingers, who thinks it's not appropriate for these elected officials to make these statements? Not appropriate. Two of you, Justin and Bruce. Bruce, why is it not appropriate?
It was a great political stunt, but our people in the military know the difference between following legal and illegal orders. It did nothing to change anything. It didn't state what illegal orders it is that they're not supposed to be following. And all it did was basically give comfort to the enemy for sedition and for encouraging people to not follow orders. I mean, I guess they wanted to leave us with the thought that this is not like Hitler's Germany, and you can say you're just following orders, but they're not saying what orders are illegal and shouldn't be followed.
Okay. Justin, why is it not appropriate?
I don't think it is good for the morale of our armed forces. And I do agree that it was done, I think, for a political stunt. I get the reason why they did it, but I think it is kind of insulting to someone who served because they know they know that not only can you, but you have to disobey illegal orders. So I just don't think it was really necessary at that time.
Got it.
If I
By a show of fingers, who supports what these elected officials said in the video? Show of fingers, who supports what they said? Wait a second, Justin, you
Yeah, I know it's kind of like a difference. So I support the message. I don't think it was appropriate, like but ultimately, like the message of, like, I don't think they should have done the commercial, but I understand the message, if you know.
okay, got it.
if I may,
Go
uh,
ahead, Robert.
having worked in the office of the Secretary of Defense structure and the Undersecretary of Navy and talked with some of our uniformed military members specifically about this, message like this of especially correctly that we have your back is critical, because when the push comes to shove, when you have to disobey that order, you're concerned about your immediate superior, what they're going to do, what a JAG court martial is going to do. We have to see these folks not only as the politicians, but as was stated, they each have served in those communities. If we've never been part of those communities and don't know their communities, we have to defer to their judgment.
Okay, got it. Ask you quickly, why did you support it?
Just because what they were saying wasn't wrong. They were saying the right thing. If they were encouraging people to stand up for the right thing. And there's
Okay.
nothing wrong with that, but it did feel gimmicky and like a stunt.
All right. So 2 days later, after they released this statement, President Trump posted the following in response. So he's going to put it on the screen. It's called seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. We won't have a country anymore. An example must be set. President DJT. Then shortly after that, seditious behavior, punishable by death, exclamation point. You can take it off the screen, Cindy. By a show of fingers, who thinks it's not appropriate for the president to make statements like this? Who thinks it's not appropriate for the president to make statements like these? All 7 of you. Alicia, why is it not appropriate?
Just as a president, you should show some type of professionalism, and there's ways to address things, and there's ways to address the country. And I don't think his way of addressing it is right at all.
Well, why isn't it right? What's wrong with it?
it's not, it's something that as being a president, it's something that it's a certain professionalism that you should show to the country. I don't think that's an appropriate way for you to address, especially on Twitter, a social media platform.
But I guess, but but tell me what's not professional about it.
Promising death to people is not professional. You know, basically saying that, you know, what they're saying is punishable by death when we have a constitution that gives us a right to free speech.
Got it. Okay. Any other different reason why it's not appropriate? Evelyn, why is it not appropriate?
Just the wording, the way he had wrote it, and had made it to social media on Twitter, especially if he's a president, there should be a professional wording that he should, if he wants to say something, do it professionally.
Okay, so what should he have said instead of that?
That he just saying that he doesn't agree with what the video was contradicting.
Okay. Got it. So, on November 18th, 6 members of Congress who've served in the military or the intelligence community issued the following statement. Cindy's going to play it right now on your screen.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day
to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
and intelligence community professionals
against American citizens.
Like us. You all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
And right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law
or our Constitution.
We know this is hard
and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
the Army,
or Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
And know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
the American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws,
our Constitution,
and who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
By a show of fingers, who has heard about this video prior to our playing it here? Just one of you, David. These are all 7 of you. By a show of fingers, who thinks it's not appropriate for these elected officials to make these statements? Who thinks it's not appropriate? None of you. Okay.
I got to change my opinion on that.
Okay, so Michael, you think it's not appropriate?
Yes.
Okay, why is it not appropriate?
Because now they're instructing members of the military to go against orders that might be lawful. See, it's hard. It's rough. The United States Code of Military Justice, UCMJ, has a provision in there where you can disobey a direct order if you feel it is illegal and it goes against what needs to be done. The way they are utilizing that, they're putting it to the point where now the individual serviceman, if he feels something's not right, he's not going to go ahead and do it. It's almost as if they're, forgive my language, they're bastardizing the UCMJ to turn it against the military, where I tell you to do this, no, I'm not going to do it. You see what I'm getting at?
So Michael, just go back and forth with me on this for a second. So again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. So I just understand this. So aren't they just stating what the law is?
Yes.
So if they are stating it, what's wrong with just stating it? What damage does it do by merely stating what is already the law? And seems obvious. As you said, they don't have to follow illegal orders.
Correct.
So what's wrong with what they did?
It's like, how can I put it? Everybody knows that you can do that. Why are you going ahead and publicizing it?
Okay, so the act of publicizing it is the issue.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody knows if you're given a direct order that's illegal, you don't have to follow it as long as you can back that up. So why are you going ahead now and publicizing that, what everybody already knows?
Okay, got it. And the danger you said of having them publicize it is what exactly?
It's going to make people start to question everything that's going on.
You questioning the orders that they're given?
I would assume so, yeah.
Okay. Got it. By a show of fingers, who supports what these elected officials said in the video? Who supports it? I have two of you, Lisa and David. Lisa, why do you support it?
I think even though it's known, I think it's good to reiterate it and to come from officials. I think it just has more of a importance to it and more relevance because it's coming from people that are in it every day.
Okay. David, why do you support it?
I think it's a rough spot, like Michael said, because it kind of politicizes this internal conflict and strife. The soldiers are being put in the middle, but Article 92 is there to protect them from having to do these unlawful things. And I don't think what Trump is doing is lawful, so they should be able to use Article 92 and not do those things. And I think it's good that some politicians are saying it because it backs up these people in the military's ability to say, wait, we're not going to do this. You know what I mean?
Yep. And for the rest of you, you neither support it or not support it? Christian, tell me what you think when you watch this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm indifferent on it, and that's typically my stance on, kind of anything political. For the most part, I'm usually indifferent on most things, but, Michael had a good point. I understood what he was trying to say. I'm not necessarily fully against it neither, because, at the end of the day, in general, it's good to see from people who are in elected positions, former military and things like that, advocating for essentially what this country was built on, and especially for my generation, if anything, myself included, I feel like now anything regarding the military is put on the back burner compared to how it was, years ago.
Okay.
So I think it's almost necessary to see something like that.
Okay. So sounds like you're kind of torn. You kind of see part of what Michael says and part of what David says. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 days later, after the statement we just shared with you, President Trump posted the following in response. Cindy, put it up on the screen if you would. It's 2 social media posts, one above the next. It's called seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. We won't have a country anymore. An example must be set. President DJT. Seditious behavior, punishable by death, exclamation point. Take that down. By a show of fingers, who thinks it's not appropriate for the president to make statements like these? Show of fingers. Who thinks it's not appropriate for the president to make statements like these? 3 of you.
4.
Sorry, who's Anthony's a 4th. Okay, hold on a second. Wait, show of fingers. Who says it's not appropriate for the president to make statements like this? 6 of you. Okay. Lisa's the only standout. Okay. Cynthia, why is it not appropriate?
The two comments, the last comment, punishable by death, I don't think you should even go there. You know, calling them traitors and everything like that, it's kind of like a very fine line. I don't know. He just has to word things a little bit better. I know he's brash. He's out there. He just puts it all out there. He doesn't care. But I don't know. The second tweet, I don't think was necessary.
Okay. Eugenia, why is it not appropriate?
Pretty much the same. It's too blunt, and I feel for a person like him is just not appealing. Like it would not be appealing to me to read that. It's too blunt, too direct. It's too much, too strong. It's too much, just too much.
In his text,
unwanted. Yeah, unwanted.
Lead by example, Eugenia. Not to cut you off, but just to came to mind. Lead by example. Well, the example should be lead. Don't put something out there, you know, that would come across as seditious itself.
Yeah, it comes also as his opinion. It's very opinionated. Like he should be more natural talking about things like that.
Okay. Isn't this the way he talks? He thinks these people have committed sedition, and sedition is punishable by death. What's wrong with just saying that?
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with the message to an extent.
Whose message? Trump's Trump's messages?
Well, let me not say the message, but I agree with, I guess, the thought process behind wanting to deliver that message. You know, I relate it down to, let's say you're a store owner or the manager of a store. You know, you can't let certain employees slack off with certain things because then everything gets out of control. So I get kind of where the thought process was coming from. So I guess right message, but horrible delivery. I think it's just unprofessional for someone in his position to approach it that way. And I mean, that goes for everything. And I've felt that before on multiple things that he decides to announce on Twitter of all places.
Okay.
You know, like I just feel like certain things should be more formal.
Okay, wait a second, Christian. So hold on a second. You told me that hang on a second. You were torn between David and Michael, basically, in what they said a few minutes ago. So now, when the president calls these 6 members of Congress seditious, and that seditious behavior is punishable by death, how is that acceptable, given what you said earlier?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, what he said, or I guess the way he said it, is unacceptable. But the fact that he wants to, I guess, do a little bit of damage control, he's on the right line. I think he just went a little too extreme with it.
Okay, so all this is his venting and trying to engage in damage control, as far as you're concerned.
In a way, yes.
Okay, got it. Lisa, you didn't say this was inappropriate. Why is it not inappropriate?
I don't know if it's appropriate per se, but at the end of the day, we all know how he talks and he rants and he says ridiculous things. So to me, I don't take it really seriously what he says. He's just he reminds me of just like a grumpy old white man. Like he just says stuff and doesn't think about it. Like I just don't really take it so serious. I don't know. I just don't really think this is how he talks. He's always been like this. So I don't know why anyone would be surprised by it.
Okay. Well, yeah, Lisa, let me ask you this. Do you think there are people out there who actually take what he says literally and seriously?
Yeah, they probably do, but they shouldn't.
But hold on a second. So if the 6 members of Congress have been complaining that they've been getting a stream of death threats after President Trump posted this. Does that cause you any concern?
I mean, it caused me concern, but that goes back to the mental health issue. So it's all connected, you know. It's concerning, but I don't know. Not that you don't take that seriously, but it's hard to. It's like not appropriate, but it's hard. I'm on the fence, but it's just how he talks. I don't know. I just don't really take a lot of what he says to heart.
But Lisa, let me ask you this. This is a hypothetical. If he had said seditious behavior and somebody should take these members of Congress out, would you have found that beyond the pale?
That specific wording?
Yeah, exactly. He said they basically this is
Yeah,
behavior. we
yeah,
should
because
take
that's
him
like
off.
a specific, yeah, because that's more of like a very specific target, I think. What he said about punishable by death, that's just him ranting. I don't know. I just don't, I just think it's different. I just take it differently.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.